Hello everyone. So here I'm going to show you a quick demo about how to use our software, this software to analyze processing eye movement data. So first you'll see this installation file, and if you have MATLAB installed in your computer, I think the version should be upper than 2013B, and you should be able to just double click to install it. Otherwise, we're using a different way to install the software, which is pretty easy also. Okay, so here I'm going to show you how to install it on the MATLAB 2015A. So it's very easy. Just double click the icon, and now you see a window in MATLAB to ask you whether you want to install it. Here we say of course, and in this apps tab you will see different tabs. In this apps tab, then you will see it's installed here, which the name is iRegi. That means eye movement registration program. It's a temporary name, but we might change it eventually in the formal release. Just in case you could not see the icon here, and you can click this button and find my apps here, and you can mark it as a favorite. Then it's very easy for you to find it, just in case you couldn't find it. Alternatively, if you want to uninstall the software, you just right click and click uninstall, then the software will gone forever. And how to, now we're going to start the software. Just click this icon, and here first you will see a welcome window, which is a project manager. A window, you can see a list of projects you already have, or you can choose to create a new project. So I guess this might be your first time to use this software, so we might as well just to show you how to create a new project file. So we click new, and then give you a window. We input a name for it. Now we say new test as a name, and we can click OK to create a new project window. Here, there are two things we can import. One is image, the second is fixation data. And so let's first do image. You click here, the pop on the window, and we want to go to the desktop, and we want to see the image here. And we select the image file, which contains our snapshot of all the stimuli we use for your study. And we'll click open. It might take a while because it takes a lot of computation at the same time. And now when it's down, you'll show up a small window, tell you all images are imported. As you can see in the list here, you can see all the image files with their names, and there are two other columns which indicate whether these images are included in the image file, or whether this image is included in the fixation file, which I'm going to show you now as a fixation file. So now I'm going to import the fixation file, which is here. It can be Excel, it can be CSV, and the format is quite straightforward. And you can see here, you can open in Excel. The very important columns are the first, I would say, 6 columns, which first, it doesn't have to be this order, but you have to have a column named participant name and indicating the number of participants. The second should be the duration of each fixation, because each row represents one fixation. And the stimuli, which is very, very important. So in this stimuli column, all the names of the images should be matched with the images that you just imported. Even include the extension like JPG, they should be identical. And the other is about fixation index, whether this is the first fixation or second one, third one. And X and Y means the coordinates, horizontal and vertical coordinates of each fixation. And this is important to keep in mind, like how this coordinates are referring to. So in some system, eye tracking system, this number are referring to the left up corner of the screen. That means the left up corner of the screen, like here, should be 0, 0, or there's some system indicating this fixation coordinates are referring to the left up corner of your stimuli, which is not necessarily to be the left up corner of the screen. So you need to figure out what this number means and then to decide what kind of stimuli you use. If this number is referring to the right up corner, then you should use a screen snapshot as the stimuli, like let me do it here, like this. These are not like this. These are all screen snapshots. And if the fixation coordinates are referring to the stimuli, then you should use the actual stimuli rather than the screenshot as the images in this. For example, I'm showing you is this situation. So you need to figure out on your own, unfortunately. But once you've done this, you won't be any problem. Okay, now let's keep moving on. Okay, let's select this fixation to import. It also will take a while, a few seconds. Okay, now you see everything has been imported. All the check marks means this image has been found in the fixation file, also has been found in the image file. So here's what you can see. And only if all the check marks are checked in the image list, and then we can start with a new project. There are also some situations you might miss up something, and then this chart will help you to figure out. Okay, now I'm going to show you a worse example. Now, for example, let's give you a demo, like we import wrong image data. Then you can see here, you have image file like this. There are some image files only showing up in the fixation, but not showing up in the image file, which means there's something wrong. Then you need to go back to double check why there is consistency. Maybe you import the wrong image, or maybe the image label in the fixation data has been incorrectly listed. Then you should double check this way. And only if this column, the second column, has all of the image has been checked, then you can start it. Otherwise, you cannot start the process. This is a very important condition we need to satisfy. Okay, let's go back to start a project. Here it is. Okay, let's start a project I already created. We can start open. Here you are. This is the main window, what you can see. So basically you can see one image and the other image called transform image. So basically we want to each of the original image on the left transform to a norm template on the right. If you pay attention on the right, you can see all the image faces has been aligned perfectly to a template. You can see the eyes, nose, and mouth, the location are almost in the same place. This is the magic of this software we're going to do. So, and this is the only things we need to do manually. Okay, so what do we